Energetic, they dropped their own release tradition. They dropped Gemini 3.1 Pro as a zero point 0.1 increment, immediately scoring a massive 77% in abstract reasoning benchmarks. The news cycle is currently flooded with stats showing this model solving graduate-level physics problems and navigating multi-step logic puzzles that stump competing AIs. But a high score on a PhD-level chemistry exam does not automatically clear the bottleneck in your actual workday. The real decision you have to make right now is not about which model is objectively smarter in a vacuum. It's about whether these new capabilities are useful enough to justify abandoning your existing ChatGPT setup. You have to factor in workflow friction. Rebuilding custom instructions, migrating data, and retraining your daily habits to navigate Google AI Studio takes real time. To figure out if Gemini 3.1 Pro is worth your effort, we need to ignore the marketing hype entirely and run a strict return on investment analysis, weighing the friction of moving against the specific skills you actually gain. Comparing operating costs, it's $2 per million input and $12 per million output for Gemini. Both offer massive context windows. The real divergence is the ecosystem. Gemini integrates directly into Google Workspace, whereas ChatGPT operates as a standalone interface. For drafting a standard email or summarizing a brief, the baseline intelligence between the two is effectively tied. The true difference only reveals itself in highly specialized edge cases. To figure out where you stand, we will evaluate this through 3 distinct profiles: the systems developer, the administrative pragmatist, and the casual text adopter. Gemini 3.1 Pro is a specialized tool. The value you get from it depends entirely on which of those 3 profiles matches your daily routine. The first major differentiator is Gemini's multimodal spatial reasoning, specifically its ability to generate complex animated SVGs directly from a text prompt. To use this, you bypass standard design software entirely. Instead, you write highly descriptive text detailing the spatial relationships and physics you want to see. In seconds, the model outputs vector animations that look hand-coded, complete with realistic physics and fluid motion reacting organically on the screen. This gives you immense speed. You can instantly generate unique, interactive diagrams for presentations or web projects without touching a single design tool. However, you completely lose the granular click-and-drag precision of tools like Illustrator. If a line is slightly off, you have to talk the AI into fixing it, which requires navigating a steep learning curve for prompting. This chart maps out our final scorecard. For spatial and visual reasoning, it grades out as high speed but high friction. It makes Gemini a powerhouse for rapid visual prototyping, but it will frustrate anyone who relies on strict traditional design control. Next, we evaluate its ability to parse and structure messy real-world data. This split view shows what Gemini excels at, turning blurry travel receipts and disorganized URLs on the left into a pristine spreadsheet on the right. The model uses an enormous amount of processing power to cross-reference these messy files and extract specific, actionable insights, all without you needing to manually format the inputs first. You save hours of manual data entry by having the AI instantly generate frame-accurate video timestamps and perfectly categorized CSV files.
The trade-off here is data privacy. Utilizing this power ties you deeply into the Google ecosystem, which raises valid concerns if you are uploading sensitive corporate documents or financial data. Returning to our scorecard, deep multimodal processing earns a rating of high administrative return on investment, but heavily privacy-dependent. This capability moves the AI out of the role of a creative drafter and turns it into a highly efficient, automated administrative clerk. The final criteria is autonomous vibe coding, tested against real-world GitHub repository benchmarks. Instead of feeding the model step-by-step architectural logic, you simply provide it with high-level functional goals. The system responds by rapidly delivering clean, instantly functional code designed for production-level tasks, usually requiring zero debugging. This is a direct contrast to ChatGPT.
OpenAI's model is highly verbose, often providing deep architectural explanations and lengthy commentary alongside the actual code. Gemini is built for rapid deployment and fast prototyping, but its lack of deep explanation makes it a weaker option for beginners trying to learn why a piece of code actually works. On our final scorecard update, autonomous vibe coding scores high on execution, but low on explanation. Gemini operates strictly as an execution engine.
It prioritizes immediate results over educational handholding, which strictly benefits experienced builders over coding novices. The choice to switch your AI platform hinges entirely on identifying your primary daily bottleneck. This chart lays out the logic path. It starts with one core question: what specific task eats up the most of your time? From there, it branches into two distinct paths. If your work demands spatial reasoning, heavy structuring of raw data, or rapid code execution, the path drops down to a clear instruction: migrate to Gemini. If your tasks are centered around drafting emails, writing marketing copy, or using the AI to explain complex concepts, the logic points the other way. Stay with ChatGPT. This split confirms that Gemini 3.1 Pro is a highly specialized multimodal tool, not a blanket replacement for every workflow. Mapping your exact needs to this decision tree ensures you do not adopt a powerful tool for the wrong reasons. If you are a systems developer or creator, the verdict is clear. You should switch, or at least run it concurrently, right now. The speed advantages in vibe coding and frame-by-frame video analysis easily outweigh the friction of learning a new interface. For the administrative pragmatist, the approach is different. Keep your current setup, but adopt Gemini as a targeted utility knife. Use it specifically to clear out your worst bottleneck tasks, like categorizing travel receipts or extracting meeting summaries, without migrating your entire workflow. And finally, the casual text adopter. Do not switch. The friction of abandoning ChatGPT is absolutely not worth it, because a 2x reasoning boost will be functionally invisible when you are just drafting basic text. Ignore the endless benchmark hype and protect the efficiency of your current workflow above all else. The smartest technology investment you can make is never the model that wins the most academic tests. It is the tool that successfully removes the most friction from your specific daily reality.